better way to finish out political season on our final segment, on this final show before the election, than to bring you the man who helped start this program in the first place, one of the most respected political advisors going, Michael C. Moses. Mike, how you doing?
How are you, Al? What's going on?
Good. And I hope all of you have picked up your free copy of Jewish Chicago, where you can see all my picks. There's a link to it at ntnm.org. It's available for free everywhere if you can still find it. So anyway, speaking of election picks, you going to vote this time?
I'll probably try to vote this time.
Okay.
This time, but only once this time. Just once.
And tell me, who are you going to vote for?
Well, I think for president, I'm going to vote for Hillary Clinton. I think she's the most qualified candidate to be the president, and I think she can beat the Republican nominee, whoever that is. And I'm going to vote for Alderman Bernard Stone for committeeman.
And that's, of course, the race that's people don't realize that if you're in that neighborhood, and I live in that neighborhood, that's the race that's affecting me the most, and that's exactly who I'm voting for also.
That's exactly right. And usually I don't make a prediction, or I don't tell people who I'm going to vote for, but these are two important races. We have to support Senator Clinton for president, and I believe that Alderman Stone should be reelected as committeeman.
Yeah, no, I happen to be in full agreement. Tell me, let's talk about the good points that he brings, and let's talk about reasons.
Well, I think the most important thing about this race is the conduct of his opponent, and I think that's another reason to vote for Alderman Stone. We have his opponent who is telling different things to different people. Of course, he may not agree with this characterization, but the point is...
Well, by the way, I hate to say it, but he's somebody that I've always liked, but not his behavior this time. The fact is, there's no question he's telling Jan Schakowsky's crowd one thing, he's telling the Daily crowd another thing, he's saying one thing to the Nazi Dolar crowd, he's saying another thing to the Jewish community. It's really not right.
Well, it's not right, and it's been found out. And perhaps in a larger area of an election, maybe this might work. And it still may work. I mean, but I doubt it, because you can't tell one group of people. You can't go to friends of the mayor and say, listen, I should be committeeman because I want to build up an organization to stop Nazi Dolar, or Nazi Dolar's friend, or Greg Brewer, or someone else that Jan Schakowsky will support for alderman next time, and then go to the same people that he criticized to the Daily people and say, I'm going to help you next time. Now, we see where Jan and Nazi and Brewer have endorsed, let's say his name, Ira Silverstein. I don't think by now everyone knows who's running. I don't think that what he told the Daily people, and for a fact I know what he told the Daily people, is what he told them. He didn't go to Nazi and say, you know what, I'm going to be elected committeeman, I'm going to work real hard to build up an organization to beat you. And then she said, great, how can I help you? How can I pass out petitions for you? How can I put up signs for you?
And she did. She passed out petitions, a bunch of them, in signs.
Yeah, right. She passed out 3 petitions. Personally, she passed out, and she told her friends to put up signs. How? It doesn't make any sense, even for Nazi. Now, if she did do that, which I doubt very much, then possibly there's something wrong here. But I don't think she did that. Who would she rather have as committeeman to oppose her? Who would she rather have to help her? And these were decisions she made, and Jan made, and Brewer made. These decisions were based upon conversations she had with Ira Silverstein. And maybe he thought he'd get away with it. Maybe he thought no one would talk to each other. Maybe he thought people would not understand what was happening. But this is a very intelligent group of individuals who vote in the 50th Ward, and they know what's happening. And they can see through any denial that Ira may have. This questions his other abilities as state senator, but there is no opposition to him for state senator.
And at this point, really, we're running out of time. I want to agree with you that I do definitely plan to mark my ballot for Alderman Bernie Stone. And I do like Ira, but Ira's not playing the game right here, and it's not proper what he's doing, and I'm disappointed. So I think Bernie Stone's the only choice. For Cook County State's Attorney, Larry Sufferton is who I personally like very much. Not to mention people like Dorothy Brown, and Recorder of Deeds Eugene Moore is somebody else that I've grown to like. And there's a large number of really excellent judges, like Justice Heyman, Judge Greiman, Wolfson, Kirby, Reyes, I'm going to leave out names. I don't want to do this. Byrne,
Well, just tell me to look at Jewish Chicago.
Judge Shapiro. Yeah, look at Jewish Chicago. And I know there's a couple more. Oh, and not to mention Paula Lingo and Joan Powell. And I'm sorry if I left anybody out, but there's a ton of them. But go to Jewish Chicago. It's free there. Go to our website to check it out. I want to thank Mike Moses very much. I can't emphasize how important it is for all of you to go to the poll on Election Day. I want to thank my entire technical crew, Sonny Hirsch. I want to thank you all for being here. Hope you really enjoyed the live show. And vote early and vote intelligently. Thank you so much, Mike.
Thank you.